I welcome you all to the free webinar on the basics of building design. I am Anil Suthar, professional structural engineer from Jodhpur, Rajasthan. I am also the CEO of Field Ready Organization. From the past 7 years, we are conducting this online courses through which we help young engineers to learn the practical way of building designs, which we are not taught in the college. So in this webinar, we are complete steps we as a professional engineers take to design a building from very start to end. So what steps we are taking, what softwares we are using. So this is the complete we are going to take. So we are going to take an example of an actual building project that I completed recently. So this is the 3D model of that building and this is the actual photograph of that building. So you can see majority of the task: compound walls, balconies, railings, the tile textures, the structural part we completed as per the design. So turning your designs into reality, that is what we are going to see in this webinar. So we are going to go through a lot of steps, lot of softwares. We are not only going to go through the software itself, not the basics, but even after what professional steps we are taking through AutoCAD software, then through Etabs. So you are going to see how we design a complete project, a single project throughout the journey. So you're going to learn the entire journey of a building plan. So starting from the AutoCAD software, architectural planning, then we will be taking the same model to Etabs for structural analysis. Then we'll be going through STAAD Foundation software for foundation designs. Then we will be going through Revit software for the entire BIM modeling. Here you can see the entire 3D cage of this building. Okay. Later on, we will see in this webinar how this 3D cage is going to help us to do automatic estimation. Very quickly, automatic estimation. And at the end, we will be doing the entire 3D modeling of this actual project. Okay, here you can see this complete model here. So we are good to go. Shall we start the presentation? Say yes in the chat. Shall we start the presentation? Say yes in the chat. Say yes in the chat if we are ready. Okay, we are good to go. I will be taking all of your doubts, all of your queries at the end of this webinar. So initial 35 to 40 minutes we will be going through a flow, and then I will unmute all of you one by one and you can share your doubts regarding softwares, regarding any practical skills you want to ask me as a professional engineer, and then we can conclude this webinar. Okay, at the end I will take each and every doubt that you are having. Okay, so just hear me out for around 35 to 40 minutes how professional engineers like me are doing building designs on actual projects from start to end. So this webinar will give you a clear picture. What are the steps, what is the flow that you need to go, and what process you need to keep in mind to design buildings from start to end. Okay, now we are going to start the webinar presentation. The first, before starting the presentation, I want to take a doubt. Okay, I want to take a query, a problem that many of our engineers are facing, young engineers, even the working engineers are facing. If I switch to the second slide, you can see. Yesterday, I got a call from my student, Abhishek, that he was not able to crack the interview of a very renowned builder in Rajasthan, Asha Puna builder. Many of you might be knowing those builders as well, because he was not able to answer the questions asked by the interviewer on the basis of AutoCAD software. So this is the problem. Even the starting software, which is AutoCAD, students are not able to answer the questions in the interview. So even the builders who are building, they are asking for software knowledge. Okay, so the main problem, we as a civil engineer, architects, mechanical engineers, even the electrical engineers, majorly architect and civil engineers, we are facing is that college is only teaching us theoretical part and the software skill is completely missing. But on the contrary, when we enter into the industrial field, when we pass the college, the entire industry is working on the software itself. Okay, the basics are required. The basics that you learn in college is very important, but the application part and the execution part using the software is also important. So this is the main problem majority of civil engineers from the past 7 years I am seeing that these civil engineers are facing. So if you are aware about the recent trends of AI, the coders of India, you can see that Indian coders are leading the global world. They have become tech savvy and they are leading the global world. But when it comes to engineers, civil engineers, mechanical, electrical engineers, we are suffering due to poor software skills. Okay, if this software skill part was a part of our college, we would have been like liberating. We have been doing a very good in our careers, in design careers. Okay, even I recently conducted a webinar in IIT Bombay. Even there, students are not able to execute projects on their own. Okay, they are not able, even they are not knowing the names of the Etabs software. This is the condition of our civil engineers, architects, and other engineers. They are not even knowing the basic software names itself. So how they are going to execute those projects, how they are going to design, how they are going to crack the interviews. So this is a major concern of our Indian community, engineering community, that we are still not becoming software savvy. Okay, it is very important to become software savvy in this century. Okay, if you are not able to perform building designs, even automatic estimations or estimation works, survey works even are done in software itself. So the entire cycle is very important. Around 2 to 3 days back, I got a call from an engineer who is highly placed in a very reputed construction company, design company. He is 55-year-old and he is still suffering that he doesn't know how to design, how to use these softwares. He is not able to leverage to the next level of his career because of these missing skills. So you have to become software savvy if you want to succeed in a civil engineering career, architectural even, and even mechanical and electricals. So it's a very high time that we engineering community becomes very software heavy. Okay, it is very important. Now we can start. We can say then what is the correct way of building designs? Like we know that as a civil engineer, as an architect, the main job that we are given is designing a infrastructure for the civil society. Okay, for civil society we have to design structures. There are several structures: residential building projects, commercial building projects, institutional building projects, buildings and other hospitals, road projects, and there are country projects that are very important: bridges, okay, dams, nuclear power plants. So these all things come under our way of designing the infrastructure for our country. This is our main purpose. So what is the correct way of building design? Let me shift to the second slide. Building design cycle. This is a very, very, very important cycle that you are not taught in the colleges. Even majority of the architects, higher architects in their career, even the structural engineers are not sharing this knowledge with the general public. This is the hidden secret. But if you want to take any positive thing, any single thing from this webinar, you need to take photograph of this slide. You just have to keep this cycle in your mind. If you want to learn it further, you can learn it further in upcoming months, but you need to take this photograph into mind, keep it crystal clear in your mind that this is the building cycle we as a professional engineers are daily following to deliver real projects to our clients. Okay. So the entire architectural planning will be done in the first part using the AutoCAD software. The entire RCC design of columns, beams, foundations will be done using the Etabs plus STAT foundation software. Okay, the entire BIM modeling, automatic estimation, section drawings, front elevations will be done in Revit software. And the final, if client demands, if you want to see how the building will look finally once it's constructed, then this is the fifth step, 3D Max plus Vray. Okay, Vray is also a very important part of it. So this is By following this cycle only, you will be able to construct a building, you will be able to design a building from start to end. Okay, many of young engineers only know that through AutoCAD we design buildings. Most of the engineers are even not knowing the names of the Etabs software. Majority of now people online, you might be seeing the ads that they are pushing Revit software. That even a single Revit software you will be able to design the entire building. Let me break your myth. No, this is the entire cycle we as a professional engineers daily are going through to deliver projects to our client. So this is the reality that I am sharing with you. Okay, so take a picture of it. Architectural planning through AutoCAD, step by step. Structural loading and analysis through Etabs. Foundation design through STAAD Foundation. Structural beam sheets and estimation through Revit. And the final realistic 3D modeling rendering through 3D Max. Okay, take a picture of it, and then we are going to start the process. We are going to jump into softwares, actual softwares. Take a picture of it. Okay, share in chat that you have taken the picture of it. All people, all my students who are listening to this webinar, say yes that I have taken the picture of this. Very important. You don't have to buy anything, you don't have to do anything. Just take this picture and take it with your home, put into your diary, your civil engineering diary, architectural diary. This will give you a very clear picture where you are heading into your career. Okay. Now let's jump to the software part of it. Starting with the AutoCAD software. Okay, very famous software. I don't have to tell anybody what this software does. It is a general drafting software for civil, mechanical and architects to do technical drawings. Keep in mind, very, very important, drafting software, not a modeling software. Later on, we will be shifting to Revit software, that is a modeling software. Drafting software. So early in college days, we all know that we have been doing a very hard work of designing, producing sheets through hand, through pencils, through scales. It was a very cumbersome process. The entire process has been rubbed off, removed by this AutoCAD software. So very important software. It is a drafting software which are used. Still we are using it. There is no chance that we are not going to replace this software very soon, but it will be replaced in future. Okay, so let's jump into it. How I use this AutoCAD software to complete this project. Okay, first and foremost, this is the first step that you are going to take in your design cycle. Okay, so let's jump into the AutoCAD software. Actual project we are talking about. So the first thing that we are looking for is the plot layout. Okay, the plot layout. When you visit your client, you're going to ask your client to submit you this plot layout plan, khasra plan that we talk about. Okay, very important in legal papers also. This plan is submitted, khasra plan. This is the khasra number 422 for which we are going to design this entire cycle. Okay, so the plot size is 30 by 60 feet. I went to the project site, I measured the site, it is 30 by 60 feet. So in khasra plan, it is very important to denote that what is the existing structure to the left, to the right, to the back and to the front. This is the main purpose of making this plan, plot layout plan, so that it is very clear where this plot is located, what is to the left, right, back and front, the road denotation and the khasra numbers. Even the direction of the plot is very important. It is mentioned in this plot layout plan. Okay, so when you visit the site, let me share a professional tip with you. When you visit the site, do not blindly follow the khasra plan that your client is giving to you. Okay, you need to measure this directions, 30 feet and 60 feet dimensions on field itself. The first day you visit the site. Okay, visiting the site is very important. Only sitting in the office, you're not going to get projects like this. You have to visit the client site and start measuring, start talking, seeing the surrounding of the plot area, what struggles, what obstacles you are going to see. Okay, so it is very important. Now, many of you engineers will be thinking, sir, real life is not that simple, that you will get a rectangular plot and you will be easily able to measure the dimensions. Okay, yes, real life is not that simple. What if you get a project like this? Oblique, the entire plot is oblique. I've recently completed this project in Rajasthan. It's a commercial project where I visited the site and saw that two directions of this plot is oblique. So how you are going to take dimensions for it? So it's a very simple formula. You take the triangle. You measure the three directions through this triangle rule, A, B, C. You come home to the office and then you figure out the angles between these lines. Okay, there is a famous formula through which you can use. This is how you're going to take angle also into account. Very important. You have to take this angle into account. This is a professional tip that I'm sharing. If you are going to visit an actual site, then you have to measure this line. You are going to measure the entire length of this plot and even the angles of it. After you have the lengths and angles, then only you are going to able to design the projects to its actual dimensions. So later on you won't be getting into problems or measurement lengths. Okay, it's very important. Though after the Khasra plan, the very most important plan is proposed building layout plan. It is very important that we as an engineer have to submit to the client. We have to follow what proposed building plan is saying. We have to follow the normal Nagar Nigam rules of giving an offset to the front, left, right and back side of a building. Okay, every state has a different formula, different rules for it. You can visit your Nagar Nigam offices for collecting the PDF that they provide. How much you need to leave the front offset, left, right and back. Okay, let me share a tip that front offset is very important for these people. Okay, whenever you're going to construct a building plan, so relaxation in the front offset is very restricted. You can go for left, right and back. There are some relaxations, but you have to strictly follow the front elevation plans. Okay, so the front elevation, mainly the front elevation, the front offset and the height of the building is decided by the road width. Okay, and the left, right and back offset are decided by the plot area of the land itself. Okay, so keep in mind that the front offset and the height of the building are decided by the width of the road that this plot is having in front of it. And the second thing, left, right and back offset are decided by what? The plot area of it. This is how we professionally go for it, and the actual dimensions, actual lengths will be in the Nagar Nigam or municipality party PDFs. So you have to follow that PDF. Once the client is okay with the offset plan, the authorities are okay with the offset plans, then you can see we have submitted the architectural plan to the client. Here you can see we have never crossed the front offset plan limit. All the columns, all the physical structure at the ground level are behind this offset. Okay, even there you can see, you know that after ground floor we have liberty to bring the chhajjas, the balconies to at least 4 feet from the offset. So from the first floor we can come forward in terms of the offset for 4 feet to 5 feet. Okay, we can bring chhajjas and balcony to 4 and 5 feet. So here you can see. So let me talk about it, this building. So this is the ground floor. This is a residential project. Okay, first floor is also a residential plan and the final is a commercial plan. The final, that client was demanding that I want to give it a commercial office to the top floor. Okay, so how we have gone through it, we have followed the Vastu plans. You will be learning this Vastu plans in our course. Okay, we have followed the entire steps, very easy to learn, very easy to execute. Okay, I will quickly go through it. In the southeast we have kept the kitchen. Okay, very important. Southeast we have kept the kitchen. Southwest are all the bedrooms that we have kept. West is what? Bathrooms it should be. Okay, the northeast is the entry of this main plot, and the east direction we have all the water tanks and the entry parking areas. Okay, you have to follow. We have taught how to do it, architectural, I have taught all the Vastu plans, how we are going to construct this Vastu plans in our advanced courses. Okay, you can refer to those courses. How we go for initial size of the columns, how much distance we are going to keep between these columns, how we go for beam plans. So I have taught all this into our mega courses. Okay, you can refer those courses. This is how practically you can see none of the column is obstructing any of the flow. Entry, living space, there is no column in between this living space. Staircase, bathrooms, rooms, how we combine this both rooms in the column plans. So it's a very practical thing that you will be learning these courses. Okay, so similar to this ground floor plan, we constructed the first floor plan as well. Here you can see the very good looking balcony, very good looking circular balcony that we give to the client. And this is the commercial floor that we are talking about. Here you can see through the staircase you enter to the receptional area. Then this is the staff area, CEO office. We kept a meeting room as well and combined with attached bathrooms to this both floor. Okay, so this is how we go for residential plus commercial project. This is the actual project we constructed and this is the terrace plan. So after this you have gone for plot layout plan, then proposed building plan, ground floor, first floor, architectural plans, and then you go for front elevation. Okay, AutoCAD still many of our clients, we also as a entity go for front elevation. We prepare quickly the front elevation of a building in AutoCAD plan. And once the client agrees with the front elevation, then we actually go for 3D modeling. Okay, then only we go for 3D modeling of these projects in 3D Max software. So roughly we prepare the plans in AutoCAD software. Still we are not clear what texture this balcony ACP sheets will having, what texture this tiles will be having, wooden texture, gates, but a rough idea we got what themes we are going to follow in this front elevation plan. Okay, so after this, so majorly the AutoCAD will be serving you the khasra plans, building offset plans, proposed building plans, the architectural plans following the Vastu Shastra, front elevation. This is the major part of AutoCAD that it serves to the client. So this is the first technical sheets that you are going to submit to your clients. Here you can see this is how we submitted the architectural planning sheets to the clients. You will be learning how to form sheets in our software as well. Okay, in our mega course you will be learning to design these sheets. First layout sheets, then front elevation sheets that we submitted to our client. Okay, this is how we share the sheets. So this gives a pretty much clear idea to the client what themes, what ACP sheets, what color format we are going to follow. The actual plan, the actual front elevation will be prepared in 3D Max software. Now, once the architectural planning is completed, what we have to do is we have to form a beam column plan. We are going to move to the second stage. I've already told you we have completed the first stage, architectural planning. We're going to move the second stage of structural design, RCC design. So we're going to use the Etabs and Stat Foundation software. So what benefit we can take from AutoCAD software is that if we want to make the structural model very quickly in Etabs software, here you can see I have taken the help of AutoCAD plan, existing AutoCAD plan, to make this structural model very quickly. Okay, so this is a very important step connecting the AutoCAD and Etabs software, that you have to construct the beam column plan as well. I have taught how to construct this beam column plan in our mega courses, so you can refer to those. So this is a very important step after architectural planning, front elevation. These are the beam column plan that you have to construct if you want to move to the second stage, that is RCC building design. So taking the help of this beam column plan, I was able to shift to the second stage, which is Etabs software. So Etabs software is basically a structural analysis and design software. Majority of young engineers who are even in third year or fourth year, they might not be knowing the name of this software. It is a very popular software and one and only software which will help you to quickly model the structural part of the building. Okay, beams, columns, slabs, water tank. This will help you to model it, load it very quickly, and analyze the software, analyze the entire building against earthquake and wind forces very quickly. So for any building superstructure, leaving the foundation, the superstructure part, you have to go through Etabs software. If you want to model it quickly, you want to load it quickly, design it quickly. Okay, so Etabs software is very important in this part. So shifting to the Etabs software, I took the beam column plan from the AutoCAD and quickly made this beam, column, slabs, water tank in Etabs. Here you can see the actual Etabs plan that I constructed here. The loading part you will be learning in the mega course, how we load it. So first you have to construct the structural plan in Etabs software. Then you have to load the structure. Loading part we will be learning in the courses that we follow the IS 875 part 1 456 1893 to load these structures. Mainly the live loads, dead loads are taken values from 875 part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay, so you can see the entire loading of the balcony beams, slabs, the entire loading we have done in this course. Okay, after this loading, once you have done, you can go for the analysis of this software. What loads and what values they are going to get, what forces they are going to get, you can learn in this Etabs software. Here you can see, it is very clear, you can see that this is a continuous beam. This is a continuous beam which is getting a hogging moment at the support. You can see the right part of it, the support part of it, hogging moment, and the sagging moment at the bottom of it. For the balcony, you can see we are getting a hogging moment at the support, and the entire bending moment is getting diminished at the end of this balcony. So these are practical steps. You're not designing a structure through thin air. Earlier what we used to do is we used to design structures where through thumb rules. Majority of contractors even today are following the thumb rules for a building G+2, G+3. It is very risky. Government projects are not allowing you to design through thumb rules. You have to leave thumb rules. If you want to shine in India, globally, in even all the states, you have to lose these thumb rules. Majority of engineers, majority of firms are shifting towards softwares for structural design. So even if you are designing a G+1 structure, you have to model the structure. You have to go for the analysis RCC design in Etabs software. You can be 100% sure that the design that you are submitting to the client will be 100% safe, even in earthquake and wind forces. Okay, so here you can see nothing comes from thin air. We have designed it, we have loaded it, and now we can see the forces as well. Okay, the balcony, the beams. Here you can see there is a last span at the back of the building. Here you can see this is the hogging moment, sagging moment, the entire values. Okay, once we are good to go with the analysis part, we can go for designing it. We can go for designing it. Okay, we will go through the design part of it. Here you can see we are designing the actual project. Most of the elements have passed. Here you can see the pink colors. Even a single column has failed, only a single column, we can deal it later on. Okay, and if we want to see the percentage of reinforcement that we got, we can see it from display design information. I have taught this Etabs course in very minute details in our mega courses. You can go through it, and here you can see we receive the minimum reinforcement 0.8% in columns. Even the beams are receiving a less reinforcements. Here you can see. Here you can see the larger beam. It is getting a 1.68% at the supports, and at the bottom center part of it, it is getting 1.10%. Through the help of these results, we can actually go on for designing the RCC sheets for our client. So this is how we get the results from it. Okay. Now, once we are okay with the superstructure part, we have to go for the foundation designs. When we are very good with the structural part, superstructure, then we have to go for foundation design. So third step is footing design. Now let me share a practical tip with you that the first sheet that you are going to submit to the client once the construction can get started is the foundation designs. So in software, early we are designing the superstructure first. Okay, you will see that in Etabs software you are designing the superstructure, but in actual site the construction will start from the bottom. So these are the first sheets that you are going to submit to the client. So this software is going to help you a lot. It is a standalone foundation design software through Bentley for designing RCC foundations. And the main benefit of using this software is that it will help you to get automatic detailing sheets of all the foundations at once. Let me share what I am talking with you. So once you design Etabs superstructure, you will be able to get what? You will get reactions. Let me share the reactions with you. Foundation reactions. Here you can see. You will be able to get foundation reaction. So this is how certain you are. This is how you are confident about your structure. You're confident about your columns, your beams, then you're confident about your footings as well, because you're taking the actual forces from the software itself. There is no thumb rule that you're following. Okay, you can sleep at night with a good deep sleep that you will get. If you're going to go for thumb rules, you'll be always scared that what will happen to your structure if something goes wrong to it. Okay, so this is how we take the foundation reactions. I have transferred this foundation reactions from Etabs to this STAAD foundation software through a simple Excel sheet. You will be learning this course about this Excel sheet. So I was able to import all the foundation reactions, all the foundation points into this STAAD foundation software with one simple trick. Okay, with one simple step. Here you can see all the vertical forces are coming on this footing pads. So we are going to design foundation of all the columns, in one step. We're going to design the foundation of all the columns in single one step. That is the beauty of this STAAD foundation software. Okay, so if we go for it, we have provided all the forces to it, load combinations. Here you can see I have provided all the load combinations. We will be learning each step in a much more detail in our mega advanced courses. Okay, we have generated the load automatically. Here you can see we can generate the Indian codes automatically, generate load combination. So it is not a manual software. Okay, so you don't have to enter each bit of it. You can go very quickly. Here you can see I went for the isolated footing design. We go for the design process. Let me design. Here you can see in real time we have foundation. We are designing the foundation for this entire columns. All the columns foundations will be designed in one step. Okay. Here you can see that it is performing the calculations. So you might be remembering that you have to go for one single column design step by step in earlier processes. Okay. But through this software, you will be able to design for all the columns at once. Okay. Give it a time, 5 to 10 seconds. It will be able to do it. Just give it a time. I've used this software in many of my projects for quickly designing the foundation for simple projects. Okay, here you can see it has submitted over the actor calculations. Here you can see the entire section calculation, but what is important to us is this. So see how important this software is. Within 15 to 20 seconds, you were able to get the final design sheet of foundation of all the columns in one step. Here you can see all the column foundations. And you can export this sheet to the AutoCAD software for further detailings. This is the calculation sheets that you will get. The entire, nothing is coming from thin air. Every calculation sheet you will get, the reinforcements. So this is the importance of this software. Okay. So the RCC design that I discussed with you, very important, keep in mind. Again, we are very good. We have learned the actual architectural planning. We have gone for superstructure Etabs software. Foundation design we have discussed. We are very okay with it. Now entering to the fourth software. This is a very famous software which is getting very famous due to BIM activities. Many of ads you will be receiving that learn BIM software, you will become this. Learn BIM software, Revit software, you will get 1 lakh salary. Okay, it is a myth. You won't get 1 lakh salary only learning through this single software. Okay, yes, I have introduced this Revit software way before 6 years, 7 years in our mega courses. I was very keen that this software is important. It will replace the AutoCAD software in the future. So let's discuss about what this Revit software is all about and how it is going to help us to deliver projects quickly to our clients. Okay. So all we know is this Revit is a BIM software, building information modeling. Modeling is a very important word here. Okay. When we go to the AutoCAD software, it is a drafting software. You're going to make the entire technical drawings line by line, circle by circle, rectangle by rectangle. But when it comes to Revit software, the benefit of Revit software is that you're constructing a model which has width, length, height, volume. So what you are doing is you are constructing a 3D model of the entire building, including reinforcements, on which this software can do automatic calculations to give you very important results like how much reinforcement you are going to get in the foundation, automatic estimations. You can do 2D drafting elements as well. So you are making a 3D model, but you can do the drafting sections you can make in Revit software. You can do automatic estimation calculations in Revit software as well. So it's very important. In future, let me share it. In future, this Revit software will replace the AutoCAD software. In future, in upcoming 2 to 3 years in India, you will see that this Revit software will completely replace the AutoCAD software in major design companies. I'm not talking about the third tier cities, fourth tier cities. Okay, they are even doing drawings with the hand itself in the third tier, fourth tier cities. But in the major design cities, major design companies, you will see Revit will replace the AutoCAD software. Take it with my mouth. Okay, I am delivering projects nowadays. If it is a good project, I am delivering it with Revit. Okay, let me share why. Let me share why. Here you can see I have constructed the entire RCC structure in Revit. Foundations, beams, columns, slabs, balcony beams, water tanks. And here you can see I have constructed the entire 3D cage. Here you can see I have constructed the entire 3D cage in Revit software. This is the entire 3D cage. For a young engineer, it becomes very important that you learn to place reinforcements through this software. Here you can see this is an eccentric footing and I was able to model the entire rebars of it. Here you can see complete rebar, complete 3D rebar. Here you can see the joint, beam joints. Through this software, you will be able to learn how to place rebars, actual rebars on field. In reality, the rebars were laid out to this precision in the actual project itself. So through Revit, you will be able to learn how to place rebars as well, the L shapes. Okay. Now, here you can see the entire sections we have drawn. If you go for the balcony, you can see the U chimtas that we talk about. You will learn about this reinforcement in our mega course. In balcony, we provide U chimtas for reinforcements. Complete detailing. Here you can see the actual two-way reinforcement of. Here you can see the actual two-way reinforcement of slabs. Complete detail band up you can see. Very important. And you can quickly make this in Revit. You will learn into these courses. Okay. The rebar detailing of staircase you can see. Very important. The entire rebar detailing that you will see. Let me touch it to the left side of it. Here you can see. Let me zoom into it. Main bars that are going to take the load of this staircase. Okay. Then this is the distribution bars that we will be providing. Then this is the bars that are necessary to take the hogging moment at the support level. Okay. So it's very important that you learn through this Revit software. So even the water tank you can see. I modeled the water tank. The entire water tank I have modeled in it. Okay. Very important. The entire water tank reinforcements, as you can see, I have modeled it. Okay, the main benefit of going through Revit software is that first of all you will be able to model, if you will be able to do architectural planning very quickly in Revit. As we have automatic softwares to do architectural planning in Revit, so you will be able to do automatic architectural planning as well. Okay, let me stretch this software to the right. Okay. We are back to the 3D model. Okay, what I am talking about is this. You will be able to draw architectural plans very quickly in Revit. Okay, so you should use Revit for architectural planning as well. I have taught this in our mega courses. You can do structural planning, structural detailing sheets. You can draw very quickly in Revit. So think about drawing these structural section plans. Let me share a professional tip here that you have to pass your architectural plan, the section plans, the entire through the Nagar Nigam. Okay, without passing your building plans through Nagar Nigam, you won't be able to construct buildings in recent times. Okay, in recent times the strictness has increased. Without passing the plan, you won't be able to go for it. Even if you go for designing or constructing the building, the Nagar Nigam people will visit. They get information from their sources. They will visit within 1 to 2 months. You will be able to see that they will visit your site and they will apply some taxes on you. If you have not taken the permission of drawing this, permission of constructing this building from them. Okay, so Nagar Nigam permission is very important nowadays. So in Nagar Nigam permission, you have to submit the section plan as well. Okay, in Nagar Nigam permission plans, you have to submit khasra plans, the building offset plans, the building ground floor, first floor, second floor plan. Front elevation is not that important in Nagar Nigam sheets, the permission sheet, but section plan is very important. So if you are going to get permission from Nagar Nigam, section plan is very important. So think about drawing the section plan in AutoCAD software. It will take a lot of time. Okay, but I have drawn this section plan very quickly in Revit. I was able to draw it with single tool. Let me share that single tool with you. If you go to the view and sections, by just drawing a single, by drawing just a single plan, let me share the section plan with you. Okay, this is the section I am talking about. Just drawn a line, single line. Okay, this section is already ready for me. Here's this section. Can you draw this section in AutoCAD? This much quickly, all the reinforcement detail. This was the importance. This is the importance of drawing and providing reinforcement details in Revit. You don't have to draw section drawings, reinforcement drawings for the clients. It will automatically give you the section drawings. You just have to prepare the annotations, the drafting, the dimensioning of it. You just have to do the dimensioning of it. Here you can see at the support, the distance between the shear reinforcement is less. At the middle, you can see the shear reinforcement distance is more and support again less. In the same way, you can see for the columns, close to the junction less, close to the junction less, at the center more, because the shear reinforcement, the shear forces are minimum at the center of the column. You will be learning the basics of structural design in the mega course as well. Here you can see the foundation levels: foundation, ground floor plinth beams, first floor slabs. Okay, first floor beam slabs, second floor terrace floor. If I go for, like, I want to see the water tank as well in this section. So in AutoCAD you have to draw it, but in this we can quickly shift to that. First floor, I want to see the water tank. Then let's shift to it, water tank. Just shifted the section plan. Here you can see. Now I'm able to get the water tank detailing. I will move it to the top. Water tank details, staircase details, beam column, foundations, all these sections automatically drawn by the Revit for me. Okay, so this is the power of Revit that you have to use. This is the power of the Revit. Because of this, the entire country, big structural plans, big design firms are going to shift from AutoCAD to Revit. Let me share a tip for the Revit as well. all the models, all the views, if you are talking about 3D view, if you are talking about the east plans, okay, ground floor plans, first floor plans, section plans, all are interconnected. If you are going to remove anything from this plan, if you're going to remove this staircase landing slab from the plan, it will reflect in the 3D viewport. Okay, it will reflect in the 3D viewport. Like if I want to remove, if I want to remove this water tank for demonstration purpose, okay, let me share. Now it is removed from the section itself. So this is the power of Revit. All the viewports are connected, so you don't have to make changes. Like if you go to the AutoCAD software, I want to remove this water tank from the plan. If I want to remove this water tank from the front elevation, but it won't be removed from the other plans as well. Nothing is interconnected in AutoCAD software. So this is the power of Revit. One model, let me share with you. In future, within 2 years, 3 years, you will see one single model of the building will give you all the information, architectural planning informations, then structural information, reinforcement, RCC design, sheets that you are going to draw, sections that you are going to draw, estimation results that you are going to get, you will get in this software. Okay, so one single model, that is only possible through Revit software. Let me undo these changes. Here you can see the section is removed. So the one benefit of drawing section is also very much more benefit of Revit software, but I was able to do automatic calculations through Revit software. So how much steel this building is requiring, how much concrete this building is requiring, the entire plan that you can see, how much it is requiring, I was able to calculate automatically through Revit software. So if you see steel rebar layouts, let me stretch it to the limit. Here you can see I was able to do automatic calculation. First floor, how much reinforcement it is going to take, the length, the volumes, the weight, I was able to get. This was the amount, 1.48 kg, 1.48 ton in the first floor. Second floor, this how much steel you are going to get, this client is going to ask you on the field. When he is going to construct his building, at each level he is going to call you and he is going to ask, sir, steel कितना लगेगा, मेरे को ऑर्डर देना, आप बताइए स्टील कितना लगेगा, कितने कितने एमएम के बार में लूँ, उसका कितना वेट लूँ, 8 का कितना मंगाऊँ, 16 का कितना मंगाऊँ, 20 का कितना मंगाऊँ, 12 का 16 का कितना मंगाऊँ. So Etabs, this Revit software will help you to quickly calculate these quantities and give it to the client. Here you can see for the first floor foundation, how much steel it will require, 1.66 ton calculations. Ground floor roof, how much it is going to take. Then staircase, you will see how much reinforcement staircase is taking. It's very important. You can export these sheets to Excel sheets as well. You can do further calculations. In the course, you will see I have taught how to export these sheets to Excel and how to calculate kitna sand lagega, how much sand you will require, how much aggregate you will require. Okay, so entire division, entire professional automatic calculations, automatic estimation I have taught in our mega course. So very important, Revit is very quick at architectural planning, very quick at giving you section drawings, very quick at annotations, and one single model will give you all the informations about the structure. Okay, one single information, one single model will give you all the information. This is the future of building designs. This is the future of infrastructure design in India. Abroad they are already using it. In India it is going to happen. Okay, now the final step that we go through, is that what happens is that as a civil engineer or architect, we are very much embedded into RCC designs, architectural plannings and sheets and that all. But to a naive client, he is only interested, sir, ban ke kaisa dikhega? How my building, my project will look like once it is completed? This is the main major question of that client. How it will look and how much it will cost. That is what this client is like interested in. So 3D Max software comes in picture when clients ask how much my project is going to cost and how much my project is going to look. Okay, so this is how. So we are going to use 3D Max software with help of Vray to produce realistic picture. How to produce realistic picture of our final product. Very important software, realistic picture. So 3D Max software is a 3D graphics software for making 3D model animations, walkthrough, realistic looking final renders. Let's shift. How I was able to make the final 3D. Here you can see. I have modeled the entire. Here you can see the front elevation. If I go for the front elevation, let me share the front elevation. Okay. This is the real-time rendering that you're able to see. Okay. I'm doing a real-time rendering in 3D Max software. Very interesting thing I'm going to share with you. Okay. Here you can see, this is the real-time rendering. Here you can see it is formulating. Give it a second, it will formulate for you. Here you can see, you remembered the AutoCAD front elevation plan. Okay, it was missing the details of the tiles, it was missing the details of the ACP sheets, gates, it was missing the details of the shadows. So this is a very rough front elevation plan, but gone are the days for these front elevation plans. Now we are able to provide clients this detailed front elevation plan. How beautiful, how detailed this plan is. The client is able to see the textures of the ACP sheets, the detailing of this steel rebar. This is the steel railing that we are going to provide for the clients. You can see the transparent mirrors that we have placed. The entire gate designs, the ACP sheets, white sheets. Here you can see, if we focus on it, let me focus on it, it will render it again. Here you can see the tile corrugations, the details that we have provided, the shadow details that we have provided in it. This is the future of front elevation. So you will be learning how to model, 3D model, how to apply textures, how to render in this mega course. Okay, how we went for it, how realistic this front elevation is looking, how realistic it is looking. But if we go for the 3D model, here you can see it will shift to it. Instantly it will shift to the 3D model. So in today's day and age, client will be asking, sir, building banke kaisi dikhegi? Even for the large societies that are being established, they sell you, they are able to sell the future to you with the help of these videos, these architectural plans, these front elevation plans, with the help of 3D Max software. The actual product has not been constructed on the field, but they are able to sell you with the help of these softwares. Okay. Here you can see the tile detailing is there, the complete ACP sheets, steel railing, shining background. It is very important. 3D Max software is also very important software if you want to go for delivering the projects to your client. Okay. If you want to show them the realistic picture of this, here you can see the entire 3D model that I model in it. Okay, the entire 3D model, complete detailing, the gateways, the windows, the doors, steel railing, the entire steel railing that you can see. You will be learning how to do it in our mega courses. So guys, these again coming to the final picture of it, and quickly I'm going to take the doubts of yours as well. So this, as I have told you earlier, this cycle is very important. Okay, this cycle is very important for you to learn AutoCAD, Etabs, STAAD Foundation, Revit and 3D Max. If you keep in mind these pictures, rest will follow. If you keep this picture, rest will automatically follow for you. Okay, rest will automatically follow for you. Now, the one who are interested in learning this entire process, the one who are interested in learning the entire process, I have already prepared a combined course for you, which will be covering the entire design cycle for you. You don't have to go for learning AutoCAD software from somewhere else, Etabs from somewhere else, Revit from somewhere else, or 3D Max from somewhere else. You just have to enroll into this mega course. It will give you the entire bundle in once. If I take you to the website of mine, here you can see I prepared the entire AutoCAD, professional AutoCAD plans, Vastu Shastra, column size locations, printing sheets. You can see if we go for the printing sheet plans.
We are going to prepare sheets for our architectural plan that we can submit it to our client. For all this time, we have been making plans in our large plans, where in small size. When we common sheets for the simple house plans ranging from G+1 to T.
Okay, here you can see I've taught even the practical aspect for you, how you are going to print the sheets from a big drafter plan. So this is a very professional course that you're going to learn. Here you can see the actual project that I'm talking about it. You will be learning in the course how to print as well on the big plotters.
The sheet with a sharp tool. This will separate our sheet from the roll.
Here you can see
like this on a large size.
One of my friend is picking up this. This is the front elevation that we share with the clients. So it's a very practical course. The AutoCAD one, the Etabs course, the entire course I've included in it. Modeling, assigning loads, design, foundation, steel structures also we have included. The advanced Etabs is also included. The Revit part, architectural planning, column foundations, beam, automatic estimation as well. If I talk about, here you can see.
Using making this home project. So let's first find out the total reinforcement volume and weight.
Here you can see the complete discussions, the 3D Max, the entire 3D Max modeling, rendering. So this is a very, very good course if you want to learn how to design buildings from start to end at a single plane, at a single place from a complete professional background. Okay, I'm a complete profession and I've shared this. I'm giving these courses to our young civil engineers, architects from the last 6 years. So we are keep on updating these courses as well. So if we want to build the future for this country, then you have to learn these softwares, you have to go through design cycles and you will be able to do it. Learn to build the future. Okay, now I'm going to take doubts of yours. Okay, first of all, I'm going to share the link for the website. If someone is interested in enrolling into these courses, then definitely you can go for these courses. Okay, let me just share the link for you. Let me share the course link for you. Okay, this is the course link that we are going to through it. Now I'm going to take doubt sessions for my students. Okay, I will be stop sharing this. Now I'm going to take doubt sessions. Raise your hand for sharing the doubts. Raise your hand. Okay, raise your hand for sharing the doubts. I will be able to see in the chat. Okay, raise your hand. I will be able to see in the chat. You can raise your hand, give reactions. Like, let me unmute all of you. You are not able to raise your hand, so I will unmute. Who is having doubts? Uddhav. Uddhav, I will unmute the Uddhav. Put a request in the chat. I will unmute the Uddhav. Accept the request, Uddhav. If you are able to hear me, Uddhav, you can share your doubts.
Can you tell me that how many days it will take to learn all these courses?
Roughly, it will take 3.5 months.
3.5 months.
3.5 months to 4 months. If you are going to give 2 hours of daily practice, watching the lectures and doing practice, roughly you will be able to do it within 4 months maximum. Okay. Okay. I will put you on mute. Okay. Now, put a request in the chat. Praveen. Okay, Praveen, raise the hand. Praveen. I will unmute the Praveen. Okay, accept the unmute request, Praveen.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Sir, can we need to purchase all the software?
Like for learning, it is a very understood theme even between the software companies who are providing this software, that for students who are learning this software, they won't be able to buy these softwares. These are expensive softwares. So for most of 1 year, they will be providing you the student versions, or you can go for YouTube. You can visit the YouTube and paste how to download Etabs software, how to download AutoCAD softwares. Then you can download from there as well. But if you are doing commercial work, then you can go for buying these softwares. So you have both the steps. Either you go for the student version that these companies are providing, either you take from the help of the YouTube, or you can visit your local. Nowadays, you can visit your local computer centers in your cities. These people are installing the software for the students for only learning purpose. Okay, let me repeat it, only learning purpose. So these are the steps, so you can acquire this software for learning purpose. For professional work, even we people are having the licenses of this, Bentley licenses, AutoCAD licenses we are having. So it is a much at the end process for you. So you don't have to worry about taking the license of the software if you are learning only. You are using this software for learning purpose. Okay. So our team will
And
also
theory
assist
sessions,
you. Our team
okay.
will also, once you enroll into the mega course, our team will also assist you to how you can acquire this software for learning purposes. Okay.
And theory sessions are available there,
Yes,
basic
yes.
theory.
So theoretical discussions we have done also in this course.
Okay, means just like subject theory of structure or anything.
Yes, yes, complete theoretical, whatever necessary, it is important. We have discussed in the course. Okay. I will put a hold
Okay.
to the call. Okay, Praveen? Okay. Okay, now raise the hand. THI. Yeah. Thyagraj. I'm unmuting you, Thyagraj. Thyagarajan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This reinforcement model you shown in the Revit,
Yes, yes.
whether you modeled this thing or that result output from.
There are two steps to it. First, when you are learning the Revit software, you should go for placing each and every reinforcement. Okay. For learning purpose, you have to go for each and every reinforcement. Let me share the details with you. Okay. Here is the 3D view. You should learn to place each and every rebar. But I have taught in the course how you can. Okay, you were not able to see my screen. Let me share the screen with you. Okay. 3D. Okay. For learning purpose, first you have to learn how to place rebars. So you should place rebars by each and every rebar by hand. Okay. After that, I have taught about plugins that you can use to quickly place rebars in this entire columns. So by one click, you will be able to place rebars in this entire column, and later on you can change the dias, the spacing of these rebars. Okay, dia spacing, the amount of reinforcement it is going to receive. So you're going to take the results from the Etabs software, final results, and then you're going to put these into this Revit software. So learning purpose, place it by hand, and after that use those plugins that I have taught in the course to quickly place reinforcement in this structural part. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm putting on your mute. Now questions. Nandavan. Nandan Singh, I'm putting you on unmute. Nandan, are you able to hear me? Okay, Nandan is not able to hear us. Okay, can you teach by applying IS code? Other questions? Raman. Raman is not in the chat. Praveen, I have taken. New questions. Redmi Note. Who is Redmi Note? Lower the hand. Redmi asked to unmute. Okay, Redmi 9.1. Share your doubt. Redmi 9i. Share your doubt. I have asked you to unmute. Yeah. Tyagras, the duration of course will be around roughly 3.5 months to 4 months. But the access of the course will be provided for lifetime. Okay. The access of the courses will be provided for lifetime. Here is the link whosoever wants to enroll into. Okay. 80 is ask me to unmute. Okay. 80, I have given you the permission to unmute yourself. Yes. Hello.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this your all courses are recorded
Yes,
or
these are
live training you
yes,
have
yes.
provided?
Majority of problems that I receive from engineers are that majorly are working on field. And civil field is that you are go from morning and
Yes, sir.
fixed time of returning from the site itself. So I've already pre-recorded these lectures in a very systematic manner. You have already seen if I share my screen with you. Let me share the screen with you and we go to the website. And then we visit this mega course. Okay, mega course preview. Here you can see step by step. You just have to follow the top to bottom approach. Very systematic courses that you will be learning from. Okay, so these are pre-recorded. And if you come across any
Okay.
doubts, what if you are having any doubts? We have a professional team for that. By call, by mail, you can discuss your doubts even after you close your, even after you complete your courses. If you have any professional doubt from your own project,
Mm.
then also you can discuss with us. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I have a second question.
Yes.
During these courses, if can you provide me any practical example, live building example?
Yes, yes. The
Can you provide?
practical project that I took it, even in this webinar itself, this is a practical. See, let me share the screen with you. Let me share the screen with you. This is a very practical project that I shared even in the webinar itself. See, if I share it with you, this is a practical course. The actual 3D model, the entire designing we did, and this is the actual model which is under construction on site. The compound walls. So you will be learning from a practical plans. Okay, in these courses you will be learning. This is the most practical course you can go through. You can get online with the help of Field Ready Institute. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Mute. Okay. Redmi Note 8 is asking. I am giving you the permission. Redmi Note 8. I have given you the permission. You have raised hand. Okay, whosoever has raised hand, let me share. TS is asking us questions. Okay, TS is not in the chat. NS, raise your hand. iPhone, I have given you the permission to unmute. You can ask your doubts.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, Redmi 8, wait for a second. I'm taking the doubt of iPhone. Yes, iPhone, share your doubt.
The whole course is available in one package right now, or
Yes,
the
one
videos
package,
will be released one by one?
complete one package. It is available. Let me share the screen with you. Complete one package. You don't have to go left, right, center. Just one package, and you will be able to learn the entire steps. This is the complete one package. The cost will be 5,995, and you will be getting lifetime access to these courses. And you will be able to get ISO certified certificates as well. We have included these certificates so that these certificates help you in your final journey, interview sections, or even if you want to start your own design consultancy. These are ISO certified, signed by professional engineers, and these are your, it is a, your Aadhaar card numbers will also be mentioned, serial numbers, so that you will be getting the professional, so you will be learning the professional steps, you will be getting the professional doubt sessions as well, and you will be getting a professional certificate as well. Okay.
It is available online right now.
Yes, definitely it is available online. Let me share the link for the course itself to you. So, okay, this is the link through which you can sign up. Okay, now 80 has lowered the hand. Now let me, whosoever, raise your hand if you have any doubts. Raise your hands. RN has question. RN is not in the chat itself. Not able to chat with RN. Okay. Put your questions in the doubt. PW has the doubt. He's not in the session. TS I've already taken. R I've taken. PW I've already taken. B Brahmajit. BR is not in the chat right now. already taken the question. Redmi Note 8. Redmi, unmute. Redmi Note 8 and Redmi Note. Yes, yes, Redmi.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you for sharing your
Yes, yes,
screen and your information.
yes.
What do you think? Which one is more useful in the future, Revit structure or Etabs for design and structure?
Let me clear the doubt for you. For structural analysis, the load calculations. Okay, let me share the screen with you so you can see from the actual software itself. Okay, for actual structural analysis, FEM analysis, load application, moment distribution forces, Etabs is the best software. Okay, Etabs is the best software that you can go for. Okay, to see the forces, but for detailing purposes, but for calculation purpose of automatic estimation, section drawings, Revit is the one. Okay, so whole civil engineering analysis
Yes.
formulas and design formulas, BFD, SMD will be handled by ETAP software, and the entire sheet drawing process, estimation processes, front elevation processes will be handled by the this software. Okay,
बस से चलोगे ट्रेन से
okay, wait for a
बस से चलोगे ट्रेन
Okay,
से
thank you.
wait for a second. Okay, you got my answer right.
ट्रेन से चलो बस से चलो वहां से
Wait for a second. Okay,
Thank you,
ट्रेन से
sir.
चलोगे
Thank you.
okay, get me.
ट्रेन से चलोगे में यार बहुत टाइम लगेगा हम्म
Okay. Okay, now anybody who is having the questions, share. Tyagraj, I have answered you. Redmi Noted, I have answered you. Okay. Tyagi, I have answered you. Nandan, I have said. Nandan, I am unmuting yourself. Nandan Singh, if you have any questions, share it with me. Praveen, I have already answered you. Uddhav, I've already answered you. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, yes. Nandan, share your doubt.
Hello.
Yes, Nandan, I am able to hear you. Share your doubt.
So why you are not on any app, sir? Why you are just website based?
Yeah, this is a major question that I got from you. In app, you won't be able to see the minute steps that I'm taking in the software itself. If I share the screen with you, you'll be able to see it that if I share the screen with you. These are the minute buttons that you will not be able to see in your mobile. But in mobile also, you will be able to see your website. You'll be able to run videos as well in mobile itself. But I don't recommend using the mobile for learning purpose, because simultaneously you'll be learning the 5-minute steps from the website and then you'll be practicing in the software itself. So if you want to run it mobile, you will be able to run it mobile, but I won't recommend it because you won't be able to see where I'm clicking, what steps I'm taking, what values I'm entering. Okay. Ayush, no, we are not taking the CSI bridge. For the beginners, bridge design is not feasible. You won't be getting many structural jobs in this bridge design. Okay, it is a very long, lengthy career process as well. Okay. Anybody who's viewing this webinar from outside India, if you want to get enrolled into these courses, just contact our support team. I provided the email address to it and they will help you to get enrolled. Okay. Now questions. Anybody have any questions? Raise your hand if anybody is having question. Raise your hand. Anmol, I will unmute you. Okay. Anmol, I have given you the permission. Ask your question. Yeah, Anmol. Anmol. Okay, Anmol is not able to share his. Okay, Tyagraj Singh, I have already given you the permission. Okay, Anmol, we are not able to hear your voice, so I will keep you on unmute. Abhishek, okay. Abdish, I have given you permission to unmute. Abdish, if you have any doubts. Hello, Abdish.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon too. I have one question. For designing shell members like what is called slab and the foundation, it is good to design Excel or it is good to design a safe program?
Through software. I have in this mega course, I have taught you how to design slabs as well. So majorly the slab shapes are also getting complex. The loading format is also getting complex. So it is better to design slabs through software itself. Okay. In mega course, you will learn that we have designed slabs through software. You will get the entire design forces, sections, reinforcement in the software itself. Okay.
Okay, and I have another question. I purchased this course for a long time ago, but in Africa, most of the countries they are using a European code, Euro code.
Yes. Okay, let me take your doubt from here. The analysis part in any country you go, either India, Europe, UK, US, the analysis part will remain the same most of the time. But after that design part, somewhat there are changes due to code, Euro code, ACI codes, European codes, Indian codes. So that differences you have to tackle it. Like 90% of all the codes are similar. Okay, only the 10% of the codes have differences. So you have to refer your code manuals to make those changes. But if you are going through these courses, you will be able to learn 70 to 80% if your codes are different. But majorly these courses are suitable for IS codes. But if you have any further doubts, taking the Euro course into mind, you can put a request to the support team. They will help you for the Euro course as well. Okay.
Okay, thank you. And when I use a mobile phone, your website sometimes is not working for me. The video will be short.
Okay.
Is it better than to use a laptop?
Okay, the best method is to go for laptops because you won't be able to see this minute step that I'm taking, the minute values I'm giving. But I will take the technical team if you are facing, put a screenshot, whatever problem you are having, our team will clear it out. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, raise your hand, whosoever having a question, and then we can conclude it. Anmol. Yes, Anmol, you're back. Anmol, I have given you the permission to unmute. Yes, Anmol.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon.
So I would like to know that the element of the structure, for example, column, beam, staircase, overhead tank, and each and every for example, sajja, every element we are going to see in this course.
Yes, definitely. These all are included in these courses. If you go for, if I share the screen with you, let me share the screen with you. Every element will be discussed in this course. Okay. Even we have taken the steel structure design as well in this course. Okay.
Yeah, and the second thing was that the analysis process like static, dynamic, P delta,
Yes, is included.
time
If you go
history.
for the Etabs design, you can see the earthquake and wind force analysis will also be taught in this course. Okay. So it will be very
Yeah, but P delta and the time history like that,
for
the
the small
stability
scale,
check.
okay, let me share a practical tip with you. For the small scale projects like G+1, G+2, you can ignore the P delta and these advanced processes. We have a separate
Okay.
course for high-rise buildings, very high-rise building P delta analysis. This is a separate course that you can go for. Our team will discuss that separate course with you. But for the small buildings, G+1, G+2, G+3, even go for G+10 or 11, 12, P delta effects will be minimal. You will see in our advanced courses, we have talked about it. So for small scale projects, you can stick with the earthquake and wind analysis. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Anmol, I'm meeting you. Redmi Note 8 have raised his hand again. Okay. Okay. I think we should conclude this webinar here itself. Okay, SP. Do you have special courses for tall building? Yes. Dr. SP. Let me share the Dr. SP. Unmute. Okay, Dr. SP. I have given a permission to unmute. Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Anil. Excellent explanation, and you are doing well. So, in fact, I am from Hyderabad, and we do a lot of buildings. But nowadays, tall buildings is the no need of the hour. But
I have an exact course for you. Okay,
yeah,
if you want to go for advanced analysis.
16700, and later there are so many changes in the.
Yes, many things. Advanced courses. Let me discuss with you. Let me share the screen with you for advanced courses.
Yeah.
These are not for the beginners. Let me share this thing with you. These are not for the beginners. Only the advanced people should go for these courses. Let me hide. Let me hide this thing. Here you can see.
I joined just now, so I was not knowing what you were telling.
Yes, this advanced courses. We have discussed. We have lot of things: lift, load, dynamic, earthquake, static, response, time history, wind, static, wind tunnel as well. We have discussed.
Okay.
Advanced load combinations. Then we have RCC. We have lot of things we have discussed. A lot of advanced things. Safe software. If you want to design a very oblique raft foundation,
okay,
very irregular raft foundation, then safe software is going to help you. Then you will discuss applying the dynamic wind forces on your structural model.
Okay.
Okay, CFD analysis. So it's a very advanced courses. You have just enrolled into these courses.
What structural systems you are using? Shear wall or tall buildings? So how do you go about it?
Yeah, both the frame models and the shear walls. Both will be discussing.
Okay. I will go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let me close this window. Okay, stop sharing. Okay, anybody have more doubts? Okay, let me note it. For how many stories we have to consider earthquake? Let me note it. Okay, Redmi is asking for how many stories we have to consider the earthquake. Even if you are modeling a ground floor story building, you have to consider the earthquake. This is the norm that you have to follow. Even if you are in the zone 2, we have discussed it a lot in our mega course and advanced courses as well. Earthquake is a force that you have to consider even for a single building. Okay, and how to optimize the result of an earthquake force design sheet, we have discussed in the advanced courses and even in our mega course. So if you are having a complaint that a client will not take my heavy reinforcement sheets if I apply the earthquake forces for lower buildings, G+1 or G+2. But I have taught how to optimize your design as well. Okay, Redmi, noted. Okay, Anmol is asking. Okay, lower your hand. Anmol is asking. Anmol, you can share in chat. Okay, you have to give. Okay, let me conclude this webinar here. Okay, you can, if you are having any doubts, I will share my team WhatsApp number. Even you can call on this phone as well if you want to discuss more things about it. You can discuss with our support team as well. Let me share. Here is the support email ID as well. Okay, and if you want to enroll into these courses, this is the link as well. Okay, just copy paste these variables into your computers. Okay, check your chat options. I have shared the phone number, the support team email and website. So it is a very good time if you want to utilize your next year starting. If you give your full devotion to these courses, within 3 to 4 months you will have such a confidence in designing the buildings and you will take your design career to next level. Okay, I am here always to take your doubts, to guide you through these processes. Okay, so here I will thank you all for attending this webinar. We will keep on doing these webinars, doubt sessions. Okay, I'm also doing doubt sessions for my students who are enrolled into these courses on monthly and weekly basis. So we will be keep on meeting in the course itself also. Okay, it was nice sharing the practical aspect of building design with you. So thank you for attending this webinar. See you on the next webinar. Thank you.